I'm going to show you how to draw a circumcenter, which is the meeting point of all the perpendicular bisectors. So first we need to start by drawing a triangle. I would make it no bigger than about 2.5 inches on each side, because we need to do a construction, you'll need a little bit more room for that. So you can draw an acute, obtuse, right, whichever triangle you would like, you'll still be able to draw those perpendicular bisectors. I'm going to start on this side, so I'm going to draw the perpendicular bisector of this segment, and remember that will be a segment that divides this segment into 2 equal pieces, and it's going to meet it at a 90-degree angle. So I have 2 sides to my compass. I have a pointy side and a pencil side. The pointy side is going to go on one of these vertices. I'm going to open this up slightly more than halfway across. So you can see halfway is about here, so it is a little more than halfway. Once I'm sure of that, I can draw an arc. I'm not changing the opening. I'm going to go to the other side. So the point was on this side. I'm going to put the point on the other vertex, and I'm going to create another arc. So what's important is that these arcs intersect. Once I have that, I'm going to connect these 2 intersections to draw that perpendicular bisector. So using my ruler, notice I made that blue perpendicular bisector nice and long, because eventually we're going to look at where that meets when I draw 3 perpendicular bisectors. So again, this blue line intersects this line at a 90-degree angle and creates 2 equal segments. It's a perpendicular bisector. So I did the one side. I'm going to twist my paper around, and I'm going to do the same thing to this side. So again, I'm going to put my point on the vertex. I'm going to open up slightly more than halfway, and it looks like I'm going to make it a little bit bigger just to make it more than halfway, and I'm going to create that arc just like I did on the other side. Do not change the opening. Take the point and put it on the other vertex and create another arc. These 2 intersections of the arc is where I'm going to draw my line for my perpendicular bisector. So I have 2 perpendicular bisectors. Remember, the circumcenter is the intersection of all 3 perpendicular bisectors. So I'm going to twist my page one more time. I have not drawn a perpendicular bisector of this side, so I have one more side to do. Again, the point goes on the vertex. Open it up slightly more than halfway, and it looks like it's about that right now, so I don't need to change it. And I'm going to create that arc. Take the point and put it on the other side and create another arc. It does not matter the size of the arcs. It doesn't matter about the opening. Just make sure the opening is large enough so that you can see where the intersections are. If it's more like a sliver, you might have some problems with that. So again, here's my intersections of the arcs. I'm going to draw a line through those intersections. This point is where all 3 perpendicular bisectors meet. That point, taking it a step further, so I can call that the circumcenter. The circumcenter is equal distant to all of the vertices. So these dotted pink lines that I'm drawing right now are all the same length, because the circumcenter is equal distant to each of the points. So the blue are my perpendicular bisectors. They divide each side into 2 equal pieces, meet it at a 90-degree angle. That point is equal distant to each of these vertices. So these pink dotted lines are all the same length.